Are junior ISAs worth it? Okay, today we're going to find junior ISAs or JISAs as they're more commonly referred to by me and the gang here at Cameron James. So a junior ISA is exactly the same as what you have as an adult ISA. The only difference is with an adult ISA, 18 and over, you can contribute £20,000 per annum. Now with a junior ISA or a JISA, you can contribute £9,000 per annum per account. So say you have 3 kids, that's £27,000 per annum that you could be investing into a JISA account for your 3 kids, which is free from any growth. The growth is free from any tax. There's no capital gains tax on the growth. Now, when we weigh up the pros and cons of a JISA or a junior ISA, as I say, you have to think about it like this. Okay, in a junior ISA, once you invest the money into the junior ISA, that money is fixed and locked until the age 18. Now, you can see this as a positive or you can see this as a negative. Now, if you're saving money for your kids, that money should really be for your kids. If you instead say, okay, I'm just going to use a GIA account to save the money, which obviously you'd have capital gains tax to pay. So for every 10% growth you have, you're going to be losing a couple of percentage in terms of tax from the UK government. Inside a JISA, the money's fixed. Once it goes in there, it can only be accessed at age 18 by your children. Now, for a lot of people, that scares them. And they think, oh God, I don't want to give my kid too much money at age 18. What if they're a drug addict? What if they want to go and do something which I don't think they should go and do? Of course, that could happen. And that's for some people, they think it's a reservation about JISAs. However, I can honestly say my grandmother started a JISA for me. And when I was age 18, the JISA passed over to me. But you know what? Like, it was a conversation over the course of time and time and time. When I was 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, my granny would show me the ISA book and she would explain everything to me. When I reached age 18, the very last thing I wanted to do was do anything with that money, which wasn't correct in terms of what my family would think of me, etc. So I think JISAs are also an excellent way of getting your kids educated about money. Imagine for yourself, if you're 40, 50, 60, if you would start investing money and one of your parents had sat down with you and you were 12, 13, 14, started explaining to you what stocks and shares are, how the equity markets generally grow, how to save money. So I actually think JISA is a fantastic financial planning tool in the United Kingdom. Yes, there's a disadvantage that at age 18, your child can spend the money, it's legally their money. But I mean, at 18, most people are going to university or maybe taking a gap year, whatever it might be. So this capital can be very, very useful for them or getting onto the housing market, whatever it is. Now, again, it doesn't just have to be children, it could be grandchildren if you're a grandparent. And here at Cameron James, we like to ensure that all of our clients at least understand what a JISA is and whether they wish to use it or not. It's also very good from compartmentalizing that money. Say you suddenly think, oh, we wanted to go on that holiday, or oh yeah, we're going to do that conservatory, it cost 20 grand. Oh, let's just borrow the money from the kids' JIA account. Like, yeah, we'll put it back at another point in time. Never happens. So the kids don't necessarily end up with the money that you want to save for them. Also, another massive advantage is, say you have a baby or you have a toddler or you have a young kid, you've literally got potentially 10, 15 or 18 years for that capital to be invested. A 1-year-old quite literally should have the highest risk profile possible on the planet because you've got 17 years before that money can be physically touched. 17 years is a very long-term horizon. You haven't got to worry about, oh, what if the markets fall next year? What if the markets whatever? No, you've got 17 years. There's probably going to be numerous, maybe 1, 2 or 3 financial crises over that period of time, which would allow you to buy in because of the volatility potentially at a lower price, depending upon when you're making your contribution. So I really think JISAs are a fantastic financial planning tool for people and should really be looked at in terms of any financial plan. Now, in terms of contributions, you then have to think, right, would it be more tax efficient to maximize my kids' JISA, my ISA, or my pension contributions annually each year? That's a conversation to have with a financial advisor. And if you want to speak with myself and start an informal conversation, you can head to the description section below, click the WhatsApp link and just start a very short conversation with me. Send a voice note, send whatever you want. I often send voice notes back because it's extremely quick. Or you can use the calendar link to find a day and a time which is suitable for you to have a free 60-minute consultation with our team. When you're using the calendar link, feel free to include as much information as you can, and when our IFA reaches out to you on email, send them back any information that's relevant, any valuation statements, etc. Sending that information over doesn't make you a client at Cameron James. Everything is under data protection here, but it just helps us make sure your first 60-minute meeting with us is as valuable as possible and you get the greatest value from it. If you have any questions at all about JISAs, contributions, let me know in the comment section below. And as always, take care with your UK pension assets.